Last time was pretty metal heavy, right? Well, this time still obsessed, still possessed, not just by metal. In the background we're listening to The Army of Darkness, their second album, This Is Not a Life-Saving Device. Now I'm still kind of figuring out what I can put on in the background without having to worry about copyright strikes and all that other nonsense. But I guess I don't really have to worry about this particular music, because this is kind of a regional band from the Netherlands, and I don't think they're that really known outside of this region, which would be the southeast, which is where I'm from. So this is a very melodic punk rock, as you can hear in the background. Kind of has that late 90s, early 2000s skate punk energy. You know, with all these cool illustrations in the background. Not in the background, in the booklet, I should say. They have this cool little mascot. He's always doing crazy shit. And yeah, this is one of those albums that got me through high school, basically. I mean, just very feel good, just very high energy punk. You know, you got the snare drum, sounds super crisp. Could crack a bottle with that shit, right? But see guys in the band. So I think this guy here, Scotty and Tommy, I think they're actually American. So it's kind of like a transatlantic band, almost, you could say. But yeah, they got a drummer for this particular release, because on the first album, this one, Evil Has Landed, they just programmed all the drums, so it's just a drum machine. Sounds, I don't know, sounds pretty weird, but I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Yeah, picture of the band, super cool. This is kind of like in the vein of Millencolin or No Fun at All, stuff like that. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. You know, this album, the second album, is kind of a strange release, because you get like 4 studio tracks, and then you get 4 live tracks, and then again 2 studio tracks, but those are re-recordings from the first album. And now this song in the background, Anger Suite, that's one of my favorite punk rock songs of all time, man. This shit fucking slaps. But the live songs are really, really cool. They were recorded at a venue that is no longer around. A venue called the Backstage, here in Maastricht. I think that venue closed in like the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, tons of energy, tons of super funny stage banter, you know. Really, really cool crowd participation. You have like people screaming funny shit in the background, you know. There's this guy that, I don't know, he's so into it. And I think he's at the front of the stage and he screams, I don't know, the song lyrics or what have you, and he just spits all over the front, man. And the dude is like, man, I need to take a fucking shower after the show. It's like, it's fucking hilarious, man. So yeah, if you like melodic, high energy punk rock, kind of skate punk, definitely check out Army of Darkness. Super fun stuff. And kind of in the same vein, you know, I have the Hederoosjes, kind of like legends from the southeast of the Netherlands, you know, Dutch punk rock heroes. The first album, Noisy Fairy Tales, and again, this is one of those albums that got me through high school, basically, pretty much. I mean, when I look at the track list, you know, I hear every song in my head, you know. It's just like one of their biggest songs, I think. One of their hits, if you want to call it that. It's It's the second track. It's called I'm Not Deaf, I'm Just Ignoring You. And I was like, I'm not deaf, I'm just ignoring you. I'm not deaf, I'm just ignoring you. I'm not deaf, I'm just ignoring you. So, oh man, so fucking good, you know. So, yeah, it's just one of those songs where I've always taken the lyrics to heart, you know. It's like, I want to say I try to make it my personal mantra. I don't know, it sounds kind of pretentious, but it is kind of true in a way, you know. It's one of those things I really try to live by, you know. When people try to give me shit, you know, fuck them, you know. Just ignore them, basically. But then other songs as well, like fuck the new kids on the block. But it's also it's pretty juvenile for the most part, this album. But there's also some serious songs like Memories of Pain. I think actually that's song, Memories of Pain, and Into the War. Those are like the serious songs on this album. But then there's like a song, Before You Wake, Die, Die, Before You Wake, Die, Die. And I don't know. Teachers, get out of the way. Wanna have fun and seize the day. And then, of course, the last song on the album, United Scum. That's one of the anthems as well. And the bonus track. That's, I mean, if you're familiar with the Hater Roses, you absolutely know about this song. The bonus track is called Ze Smelten de Paashaas, which literally means they're melting the Easter Bunny. It's fucking bananas. This song is. It's not even a song. It's just a bit they're doing. It's, I don't know. Look it up. It's just very funny shit. So, all right, that's the punk rock stuff for now. I've been also digging this Caravan record lately. I mean, totally different kind of music, right? But yeah, you know, this my listening stack is pretty much all over the place, so what can I say? I don't know what else to tell you. But this album, if I could do it all over again, I'd do it all over you. Oh, this is actually starting the live songs now. It's pretty fine, but I like this album, but I don't really know why I like it, if that makes sense. I mean, you know, Caravan is obviously part of the whole Canterbury scene. And one thing I really like about the Canterbury scene, pretty much compared to all the other, you know, schools or waves of prog rock that are out there, the thing about the Canterbury scene is that most of the music is like, it's really childlike in essence, you know. It's very quirky, it's very whimsical. It's you know, the musicianship is very, very high level, very accomplished, but they don't take themselves too seriously. It seems like there's always room for not necessarily improvisation, although maybe there is some kind of improvisation going on. I can't really tell, but they're always trying to put surprises in their music, you know. And there's a moment on side B that really reminds me of like video game boss music. It's like, yeah, I did a short recently about that, so but I mean, the thing about this album that kind of puzzles me, I think, is that the music is really high level, but they're not, what would you say? They're like, it's as if they're telling you need to come to the music. We're not going to appease to the listener. Like, we're not gonna dump things down or whatever. Like, we're just over here in our own little world, doing our own thing. And if you want to join us, you should come to us. You should join our little world. We're not gonna come to you. That's pretty much what this record does. So you can kind of tell by looking at the cover. I mean, can see the band is like chilling here in the background, or like surrounded by greenery. They're in this field or in this forest or whatever, and it already creates this like dreamlike atmosphere, you know. And it's like, yeah, they're like here, over here, chilling in the grass or whatnot. And it's like, yeah, man, this is our little world. This is our little corner of Prog that we're inhabiting. So yeah, join us basically if you want. So I also really like that layout, you know. Circle going on, and then I don't know how to. There's probably a term for this kind of layout. I don't know, but it looks really cool to me, man. Yeah, caravan, super cool. So let's see what else, man. One thing I've also been digging lately is I'm really big into samplers. And again, you know, you got kind of this. I really like cartoons and illustrations on covers, you know, on album art. And this, in particular, this large bonus CD is a series that this company, Large Pop Merchandising from the Netherlands, they've done this series where they're doing these samplers, you know. So these are the bonus CD series, but they've also done like the compilation CD series, which were more packs like digipacks. Actually, let me show you one example. What I mean. So they started just doing these, what would you call it? These single sleeves, promo sleeves, and then later on they switched to actual digipacks. You know, you got some more layouts. You know, all the albums that are featured on the sampler, on the compilation. See the art, the track list, of course. Now, one thing I really like about samplers and compilations is that they're basically a snapshot of a very specific moment in time. You know, they're very like condensed, compressed. Like I said, snapshots, and they capture like, I don't know, like the essence of an era almost. Like, it's just fun to me to think like, you know, what was going on. So this particular sample came out in 2001. And it's always fun for me to go back in time and think like, you know, what was really, I don't know, I don't want to say popular, but what was promoted basically, like what were the labels trying to promote at this time. So I don't know if you can tell, but you have songs by Cradle of Filth, Dark Funeral, there's Amorphis, Iced Earth, so those are the Devin Townsend. So it was already a mixed bag, you know. Neurosis is on here as well. And then smaller bands like Nebula and some bands I never heard before, like Two-Ton Predator, Who? Defenestration, Who? JJ Paradise Players Club, Who? But it's just fun to me that you have these kind of legacy bands, like already in 2001. I mean, Cradle of Filth was an established band by that time, so they were on, I don't know, what does it say, Bittersweets to Succubi. I don't know, that's like I'm kind of hazy on the Cradle of Filth discography, to be honest. I'm not a huge Cradle fan. I do like some of the stuff, but I think Bittersweet was already there. 6th album, I think? 7th album, is that correct? I don't know. Correct me in the comments. So they're already an established band, is what I'm trying to say, and then you have like bands that are just starting out. So it's just fascinating to me that it kind of showcases, the way things come and go, basically. So it's always fun for me to pick these kind of releases up. So see now what else. Another thing I've been really digging lately is this Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny. I don't know, man, for some reason I got the song Classico stuck in my head all week. Can't you see he's a man, let me hear you applaud, he is more of a man, he's a shiny golden god. If you think it's time to fucking rock, to fucking roll. And it goes on and on, right? I mean, you know this album, you know the movie. And I haven't listened to this in ages, but this thing's so fucking good, man. I mean, Jack Black is such an entertaining character, you know. The things he does with his voice. He's one of those singers, one of those vocalists he's so comfortable with being himself, you know. He's so comfortable with using his voice and just having fun, you know, just kicking ass, just making cool music, and I don't know, man. This is also kind of juvenile. I mean, if you're familiar with Tenacious D, you obviously know what I'm talking about. But the government totally sucks, you motherfucker. The government totally sucks. And there's also Papageno. Ooh, na, 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 ooh, Papageno. It's such a silly song, but I love it so much. Actually, too, that song Papageno, it's kind of like it almost could be a Canterbury song, you know. It's that quirky, it's that whimsical. It has that really like childlike energy, not childish. I mean, some of what's on here is childish, to be fair, but that song in particular, Papageno, I think it's very underrated. I don't hear anyone talk about that song pretty much ever. I don't know, man, but I just really like I really like music that doesn't take itself too seriously. Yeah, that's quirky, whimsical, that's childlike, you know, just exploring the wonders of the world, basically. And of course, this one also has the metal. Metal. So, yeah, man, just fun stuff. So with prog rock, you know, it's like I said, I really like the Canterbury stuff, but I also really like the German side of things. So I mean, the German side of prog it's really another world. It's an entity unto itself. I mean, it's basically multiple entities. Like, if you want to, you can go so many different directions with like the German side of things. I mean, you have like the space rock, right, with Ashwat Temple, obviously, Cosmic Jokers, Klaus Schulze, early Tangerine Dream, early Kraftwerk. But then you have like the more like, what would you say, intellectual, maybe cosmopolitan, very worldly kind of prog jazz rock with stuff like Embryo, of course, who were greatly influenced by all types of music, Asian music, Middle Eastern music, what have you. Mrs. Beasley's fucking amazing. And then there's like the whole jazz rock thing that's like they seem to be driven by like pure fucking horniness. I don't know, like those guys, like that's the thing with the Canterbury stuff as well. Like, you know, those musicians and those kind of groups, they seem really nerdy, and yes, the music is very, very accomplished and high level, and like the type of fans that are attracted to that kind of music in general, I think, kind of nerdy, kind of analytical, but I think a lot of it is just there were some horny motherfuckers in those scenes as well, you know. So I mean, obviously, when you think German groups like Birth Control, you know, what's that album called? I think it's called Hoodoo or Hoodoo Man. you know, with the fat cartoon chick crushing this dude. It's like, what is going on, man? But I'm gonna do a video about in the near future. I'm gonna do a video about music that's pretty suggestive, you know, album covers, album art that's like lewd or suggestive, or the music itself is very suggestive. So I have some ideas for future videos. So stay tuned for that. But I mean, I'm already rambling way too much. But this is a promo CD I picked up recently on a label called Garden of the Lights, and that is a really fantastic label. I mean, they do the Lord's work in terms of uncovering like obscure, or not necessarily obscure, but hard to come by releases by prog and jazz rock bands, you know, and you know, they always add bonus tracks as well. So this is like a promo release, and it features songs by Embryo, Mrs. Beasley is on here, Gaia is on here, but also Gila as well. Again, like I mentioned with the other sampler, there's also tons of stuff. I have no clue what it is, but it's kind of like, if it's like in the same vein as bands I'm already familiar with, you know, I wanna know about it, you know, I wanna find out more about it. So you have bands like Virus, never heard of them. Panko or Panko, never heard of them. Reactor 4, never heard of them. Sunbirds, never heard of them. So, but apparently they did like, this is a pretty long series, so this is like volume 18 already, and it's pretty neat too, as I got copy 2929 out of 3,000 copies that were pressed, so that's pretty cool. And let's see if you can get this booklet out without damaging it. It's always a pain in the ass, you know, when those booklets are so thick. Can't really get them out, but trying to find like the page. Oh, here it is. So those are all the volumes that were pressed, you know, so yeah, super psychedelic. You know, some of the covers are pretty new agey, and some of them are reminiscent of Roger Dean almost. Yeah, like you can tell, man, very dreamlike, very fantasy themed, yeah, stuff that just draws you in, you know. Just like you look at that cover, you're like, what the hell is going on, man? So that's basically how I am finding music. It's like, look at the cover and it's like, what the fuck is going on? So it's pretty much how I how I operate, you know. So let's see what else, man. What else we got? Other stuff I've been jamming lately is this Assassin comp, you know. Showed it in a previous video. It's fucking fantastic, man. This like 2 demos, Holy Terror from 85, Saga of Nemesis from 86, and the Holy Terror demo is yeah, it's very, what would you say, very influenced by crossover stuff, hardcore punk. It's also kind of reflected in the vocal style, you know. It's a very, very punk influence, you know. I mean, the dude sounds like he's just sounds like he's a lunatic, you know, like he's escaped from the lunatic asylum, you know. He does like these raspy, gruff vocals, and then all of a sudden he just lets out these wailing screams, like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? But and then Saga of Nemesis is kind of like more blackened, I guess you could say, like blackened in the sense of like, yeah, like in the way that Sodom in the Sign of Evil is blackened, in the way that Creator Endless Pain is blackened, you know, of course, Celtic Frost, Hellhammer, stuff like that. So I mean, it's 86, so that's yeah, that's pretty much still in the ballpark of yeah, of things that were happening at that time in Germany. So and then also, speaking of what the fuck covers, so this is this is a band I found recently. Actually, I found this band while browsing the Hell's Headbanger site, and I saw that they had the repress that Vic Records did. This is the OG press, by the way. And I was like, Rauwen Rauwkots. I was like, what the hell is that? I don't know what it is. So I looked it up on Discogs. So apparently the Vic Records pressing has slightly different artwork. So I don't know if you can tell, but like there's this little monster guy going on right here, you know. And they basically swapped out this face, and they, yeah, it's like you still have this vomit, but it's very it has been simplified, you know. I don't know if you would call it stylized, but covers, God, I don't know, the new cover fucking sucks compared to this one, but so I looked it up on Discogs. I was like, I need to know more about this. So the band is called Rauwen, which is Dutch for Mourning, and so they are an offshoot of that band Mourning. And to be honest, I don't know anything about that band as well, so I need to check. Need to see what that's all about. But now the word Rauwkots itself is kind of like a play on words. So kots means vomit, and rauw or rauwen means mourning or to mourn. Now the play on words is that rauwkost is one word. It's a Dutch word for raw vegetables. But rauw in that sense, raw, you spell it with AU. So it's like a double entendre, triple entendre, I don't know what the hell, but yeah, you can interpret this multiple ways. So like, yeah, raw vegetables make me puke. I don't know, when I have to mourn someone's death, that makes me puke. I don't know. Again, kind of juvenile, but kind of funny. And then got the track list, you know. Yeah, also very, very juvenile, very juvenile lyrics, but very, very funny, super hilarious. Yeah, if you're Dutch and you don't know about this shit, check it out. If you're not Dutch and you're trying to learn Dutch, I would still suggest pick this up and try to translate the lyrics, because then you get really a feeling of like what the Dutch language is all about, you know. Swear words that are popular, you know, that's always good to have in your arsenal, you know. You need to know what kind of swear words you can use. You know, if someone gives you an attitude. But you know, you can just tell that this is like so, this has that private press energy, you know. This DIY energy. You got this fucking demon on the CD, it looks really cool. And then this what would you say, adage right here, verkanker den wereld, begin bij jezelf. So that's also like a play on words. So of course you have to say like, change the world, start with yourself. But this basically says, if the world is fucked up, then you contributed to that, most likely. So that's pretty funny. So yeah, stuff like this I'm always on the lookout for. So let's see, man. I mean, I've got tons more shit to show you guys, but this video is already half an hour long, so I think I'll leave it here, and I'll just make a separate video for the other records I want to show you guys. But yeah, I mean, thanks for sticking around. You know, thanks for the subs, thanks for the comments. Appreciate it, guys, and see you guys in the next one. Cheers.